Welcome everyone to the RTV studios at Martinsville High School for Inside Martinsville Football here on the MHS Rewind YouTube channel and WREP 15 Sports. I'm your host Eric Meyer, joined as always by the head coach Brian Duggar. We keep saying it every week, so we'll continue to say it. A happy Coach Duggar. Big time win on Friday night over Perry Meridian.
Yeah, we probably not our best game, especially defensively, but a win's a win. Anytime we get a win, we're happy, especially in the conference we play in. And I thought our offense was really good and kind of carried us through the game, and that's what it took.
Offense was on fire in the contest against Perry. We talked about it off air on Friday prior to the game that you've enjoyed some success there at Perry Meridian, and you had some success there passing once again on Friday night.
Yeah,
as Tyler Atkins had 6 touchdowns.
Yeah, previously I was at Southport. We had a kid, Eddie Schott, throw for 6 touchdowns there, so it was kind of cool to see Tyler do the same thing. And yeah, it was a fun night. Anytime you put 7 touchdowns up but 6 through the air, it's always fun.
We talk about the passing through the air, but you guys also got it done on the ground as well.
Yeah, our run game's come a long way. Everyone's really focusing on our pass game right now, and our offensive line's getting better every week. And Riddick Bolden and Weston Pemberton have been big on offense for us. They're playing predominantly defense, but they've been huge for the offense recently.
Able to move the chains and get the first downs when he needed to get those as well. You mentioned the defense. They gave up some big plays, but when they had to make some plays, they came up with some big ones, especially late in the game.
Yeah, they did enough to win the game. It wasn't our best performance defensively, but they did enough, whether it was the big fumble or a couple sacks what Jaden Kistner had, just big plays late, enough to get the game in our hands. Martinsville
with a big win over the Perry Meridian Falcons. Let's go ahead and take a look at the highlights from Friday night's victory. Start here on the kickoff and Chase Mabry.
Yeah, we always talk about setting the tone early, and this was a good return to start the game. I think we got up close to midfield, and anytime you're starting at midfield, the short field's a good thing for an offense. Again, early on, we wanted to get the run game going, something we knew we could establish and have as the game kind of went on. And I thought Riddick did a good job that opening drive, just kind of pounding the ball on him. And Tyler was good all night. I don't remember what his exact stats were, but he only had a couple incompletions on the game. He was close to 90% on passer completion, so really good stuff. And Chase had another big game, 3 touchdowns. He really likes his jet, something that's kind of natural for him, and he does a good job of putting in the end zone there.
We talked about the jet last week as well, that pass.
Yeah.
So that's one of the touchdowns.
That's one of them. There. I mean, quarterbacks aren't going to complain about it, so we'll take it. Not sure who that was. Is that Brenner there? Is that Bryce Norton? Bryce Norton on that one. And it felt like our defense would do a good job, make a few plays, and then we kind of have a lapse, not finish a play the way we should, whether it was with, not being in the right spot coverage-wise or whatever it was. But we just kind of struggled early on. Big play by Trevor Hott here. Trevor's been good for us. He's glad he's back with us and out there competing because he's a pretty good receiver.
Weston getting loose a little bit.
Yep. Weston did a good job too. He's probably not getting as many carries as Riddick is, but he does a good job coming in and kind of giving Riddick a spell here and there. Good read here by Tyler. We thought the corners might play up on our hitch a little bit and bite, and they did, and Chase was able to get behind him, and just a nice read, nice ball, nice catch, and good play for us. Again, Riddick, both sides of the ball, just kind of flying around, making plays. Here's one of Jaden's sacks, I believe. Yep, Jaden Kistner there. He's getting double-teamed most plays as a nose tackle, so for him to get through and get some pressure on the quarterback, that's a big deal for him. Thought Braxton Dilley probably had his best game of the season. I don't know how many he finished with, but he had a good job. Continued as a 3rd down right there, did first down, and had a couple big catches that he got inside the 5-yard line, and then we were able to get him a touchdown late. So, pretty good night for Braxton, and we always like it when he gets going. His screen's been pretty good to us, running it both ways, whether it's strong side, weak side. Our receivers are pretty good at running it, and Tyler does a good job getting it to him quick. This is, don't let him see this too much because he'll feel like he can do this now. We don't want any of that. We'll just throw the ball or hand it off. Keep it one or the other. Nice shot there. I believe we had a hold on that play, but it was a nice shot. Good route, good read, and put it right on time. Even despite the holding, we were able to, big play here to Cheatham to kind of get us in striking distance. Now we know we're in field goal range. 3rd down here, we can take a little bit of a shot. It was kind of a big play to set that up, and he does a good job, sticks it right in the window. We got what we wanted there. Good play by Garrett getting in. We kind of got on Garrett a couple games ago about not getting in and getting tackled at the 1 yard line too much. He did a good job there, so glad that worked out well. And again, here's a play with defense. Bryce Norton tackle for loss. It wasn't that we were playing terrible, just a play here or there that kind of caused big plays and kind of hurt us as we went throughout the game.
There's Braxton right there again, making guys miss.
Yep, another first down. Just kind of, keep the chains moving, kind of make plays here and there. Kind of same play there, but just this time was a give, and Riddick stuck it up in there and got 7-8 yards. I thought our offense was just really efficient. A little bootleg action. We haven't done this too much, but when you don't do it a lot, it's really successful. And there it is right there. Braxton getting down to the 1 yard line. We're able to stick it in the next play. Tyler's mad at me that we ran the ball. He wanted to go for 7 touchdowns, I guess. But you get down to the 1, you got to reward those guys sometimes for their work as well.
Riddick able to get in almost 100 yards rushing on the night for Riddick.
Good, another RPO action there. I thought we just did a really good job. Tyler was really efficient, good reads, didn't force anything, took everything that was given to him, and receivers in the right spot, made good catches, and we moved the sticks. We didn't have a lot of big plays. Most of our stuff was, most of our touchdowns within 20 yards. So just kind of same thing, just kind of take what they give us, move the ball, kind of methodical, if you will.
I think the official was 24-28. At least that's what the Max Prep stats Jason Carter has for you.
Yeah, seems about right.
That was kind of a big turning point as well.
It was a huge turning point. They, they make a mistake and we pounce on it, and then we kind of capitalize here. Another big play to Braxton Dilly right down to about the 2 yard line, 3 yard, whatever it is in there, and we're able to score a couple plays later. And just again, this is kind of the difference in. They score, we capitalize off of it. Another Chase Mabry touchdown catch. It's a run play.
Escorted in there by Weston Pemberton as well. Nice run here late by Riddick that sets up another touchdown pass coming up here as well.
Yeah, we were, this is kind of the last drive here, just kind of keep things with sticks moving, eat some clock, and then we got down here and ran another little RPO action, and Braxton was able to sneak open in the back of the end zone and just kind of put the final nail in the coffin, if you will. I'm glad he was able to get one. He had a great game and capitalized that off with a big touchdown.
And the defense here, a big Jaden Kistner sack coming up.
This was kind of it. This was the game is over at this point in time. That was a big play and forced them to punt us the ball. And
big hit stick coming up here by Weston.
That was our hit of the game right there. It happened late, but that was our hit of the game. Big tackle. Like I said, finishing the game off. Just overall, we're happy with performance.
Yeah, it was a great performance there. I wanted to you mentioned Braxton Dilly. I noticed, Coach Trump quick off the sideline to help him up. Nate stood there and watched.
Oh, yeah.
But I think that tells you how people like Braxton on the team, because your defensive coach is over there helping him up off.
Braxton's one of those guys. Everyone likes him. They know he's going to give a great effort. They know he's going to be in the right spot, and they have a lot of trust in Braxton.
Able to have a great game. Everybody really offensively, like we said, a fantastic win for the Artesians. Tyler 24-28 and 6 touchdown passes. He wanted number 7 on the season there as you guys get the big win over Perry Meridian. That's 3 straight now for you guys, right there in the midst of that mid-state conference. How has the team responded since those 3 straight wins in practice?
We've had a really good week, arguably our best week of the season. We're practicing well, we're playing well, we like where we're at, and I think our kids are really excited about the matchup on Friday night. So they're bringing their A game to practice, and it's been a fun week.
Big matchup coming up on Friday night is the Battle of the M. Was a Morgan County rivalry and a mid-state conference matchup, if you will, as well. They started that traveling trophy several years ago. I tried to get confirmation of when they started it, and I asked Fred, and he couldn't remember when they started it.
I'm not sure when it was.
And he wasn't sure, and we don't have it right now, so we can't go check it. You'd like to get it back and make that a little bit easier for us. But it's, like you said, it's a huge matchup coming up. Mooresville's won 5 straight over you guys.
Including sectionals,
Including sectionals, so a big-time matchup against a very good team on Friday night.
Yeah, they're arguably one of the best teams we've played. Right up there with Decatur. They had a nice, good showing against Decatur as well. They're really good. They're well coached, Hall of Fame coach, and Coach Gillen, his son, who's a former offense coordinator at UIndy for years, is calling the offense. They've got a quarterback that's Division I talent. They're really good. We're going to have to play good football and do our job and execute, and if that's what we want to do to bring to win the game and bring that trophy back.
Really a showcase of two dynamic offenses going at it on Friday night. Mooresville, you mentioned them, second in the state in passing for their quarterback coach, or Nick Patterson as well, and they average about 15.5 yards per reception.
Yep.
They can also run the football as well.
Yeah.
What are we going to see out of them on Friday night offensively?
Yeah, I mean, they're gonna let their quarterback make plays. It's very similar to what we do, a lot of RPO stuff. They do a lot of play action stuff, take some shots down the field, probably a little more than we do, but two offenses that kind of mirror each other a little bit in styles. Coach Gillen is a phenomenal coach, and they do a good job of putting themselves in good positions, and quarterback's really good. I mean, he doesn't make a lot of mistakes throwing the ball, so we got to make sure we're in the right spots, and we got to make sure we make them go the length of the field and not have big plays. He said 15 yards a catch. We don't want a 50-yard touchdown pass. We got to avoid that.
Averaging over 40 points a game, Mooresville is coming in, but they were held in check to their lowest point total last week against Whiteland. Yeah, you obviously have seen the tape. You've seen a game film on Huddle. What are some of the things maybe that Whiteland was able to do to kind of keep them in check on Friday night?
Get them to turn the ball over like they did against Whiteland. I mean, some of those were self-inflicted.
Right.
I joked on the radio show the other day, hopefully the bus shows up late for the offensive side of the ball. I mean, there's a lot of things that have to go into it. They're a really, really good football team, like I've said, and we got to be in the right spots. We got to trust our reads. We got to react, got to take on blocks. We got to do the things that make us good. If we do those things, I think we can make it tough on them. We can't give up big plays. We've got to make them earn everything. Kind of like we talked about the Whiteland week. You can't let them pop an 80-yard run. We got to make them sustain drives, go 6-7 minutes, and earn everything that they get. And there's times you're going to tip your hat and say, that's a heck of a drive. That's a good football team. Now we got to respond on offense. But if we make them go the length of the field, I think we might be able to make them impatient. Maybe they'll try and force a throw here or there because it's not what they're used to doing. They're used to just having big chunk plays and big plays over top, and they're really good at that.
Quick strike offense, like you mentioned, obvious by the fact that they average over 15 yards per reception that they have as well. Let's go to the other side of the football. Defensively, they've given up some points this year, but what can we expect out of them to see them on Friday night? What do they like to do defensively?
Well, they kind of mix it up. They run a 4-front most of the time, but they will run a 3-front, a little stack action. But for the most part, they're a 4-front, kind of 2 high safety. They'll do some rotating to go to a 1 high and give you a cover 3 look. They're a sound football team. They're physical. They tackle well. Everyone says their defense isn't very good, but I would argue that it's pretty good. Just they've played some good offenses. Our conference is not a slouch. Plainfield, they're putting points up, and they scored 40 whatever points against them. So Plainfield's doing that consistently. You look at some of their other matchups. They only gave up 14 points to Franklin, 14 points to Greenwood. So it's not like that defense is just getting destroyed or anything. They've had one game where they gave up a lot of points to a good Plainfield offense. So I think it's a pretty good defense. I think offensively, if we do what we do and take care of the football, kind of take what they give us, I think we'll be in good shape on offense.
You mentioned mid-state conference and having good dynamic offenses. Yeah. I believe when I checked yesterday that 4 of the quarterbacks in the mid-state are in the top 14 or 15 in the state in passing yards, and that doesn't even include maybe the most dynamic or high-powered offense, which is Decatur Central, that just runs it and has so many home run hitters on the team.
It's a great conference. It really is. The conference is phenomenal. The coaching is even better, and there's talent. And when that happens, it's perfect storm. You're going to have points put up on the board, and that's what you're seeing in our conference.
Probably 2 dynamic teams, like we said, going at it on Friday night. Maybe a lot of points on the scoreboard on Friday out there at Ciderwoods Field. So let's talk a little bit about it as usual. What are the keys to the game? What are you guys going to have to do well to come away with the victory?
It's the same thing it is every week. Offensively, take care of the ball, take what they give us, and execute. If we do those things, I think we can score points on anybody. And we've shown that. There's been every game this year when we've done those things, we've scored points. Defensively, it's, again, same thing. It's trust your reads, react, take on blocks, defeat blocks, and tackle. That's what we got to do. And obviously, we can't give up big chunk plays against this team.
All right, Coach, we appreciate you joining us. Good luck on Friday.
Hey, appreciate it. Excited for a huge crowd. Big game.
Get out there, big crowd, like we said. It's the battle for the M trophy as well. Martinsville looking to get that back in possession of that coming up on Friday night at Cider-Woods Field, a big Mid-State Conference matchup and a county rivalry as well. As always, I'd like to thank the head coach for coming in, Coach Brian Duggar. You can tune into the game if you can't get out there, or if you're going on fall break, you can catch it for free. Back to the normal routine for us on the MHS Rewind YouTube channel. So I'd like to thank the head coach again for the head coach Brian Duggar coming in, along with the guys back there that produced it, Levi Suter, Silas McFarland, and Cole Meyer. I'm Eric Meyer. We'll see you again next time inside Martinsville Football.